love the Eagles as much as we do, then hit that subscribe button and stick with us at Eagles Nest News for all the drama, updates, and hype all season long. Whispers in the football world have been growing louder, and now it seems there's something tangible to hold on to. Kendrick Bourne, the wide receiver whose name has been bouncing around free agency talks for weeks, has finally confirmed that he will be joining the Philadelphia Eagles. The news has sent a ripple through both fan bases and analysts alike, as people are trying to piece together what this could mean for the team's offensive strategy. Bourne has been known for his ability to find space in tight coverage, his knack for clutch catches, and his consistency in high-pressure situations. The Eagles, always looking to deepen their receiving core, are rumored to have pursued him aggressively, with multiple insiders suggesting that the front office saw him as a perfect complement to their current roster. While official contract details remain murky, speculation about the length and financial terms has already fueled a flurry of discussion online, with fans debating how Bourne's presence could change the dynamic of key matchups. Analysts are pointing out that his versatility could allow the Eagles to experiment with formations that weren't possible before, creating more unpredictability in the passing game. Even casual observers are weighing in, and the social media buzz is only adding to the sense that something big is happening in Philadelphia's football world. The excitement is palpable, and everyone seems to be waiting for the first time Bourne takes the field wearing the Eagles' green and white. The confirmation from Bourne himself came in an understated, almost casual manner, but fans have read it as a sign of commitment. His previous seasons with other teams showed flashes of brilliance, but critics often questioned his consistency, especially under difficult conditions or when competing for targets with more established stars. The Eagles, on the other hand, have a reputation for building systems that elevate players' strengths, and many believe Bourne could finally hit the consistency level that his talent suggests. Rumors from inside the organization hint that the coaching staff is already considering how to integrate him into the starting lineup, while also leaving room for flexibility depending on the opponent's defensive schemes. There's talk that Bourne's role may not just be limited to standard wide receiver duties. Jet sweeps, motion plays, and even occasional slot usage are possibilities that could make him a nightmare matchup for defenses. Social media posts from current Eagles players have already hinted at enthusiasm, though nothing official has been released, leaving fans to speculate on interactions behind the scenes. The buzz isn't just about talent, either. It's about team culture, locker room chemistry, and whether Bourne's arrival signals a shift in philosophy, perhaps toward a more aggressive aerial attack. Analysts are pointing out that if Bourne can connect early with the team's quarterback, his presence could force defensive coordinators across the league to rethink their schemes entirely. Even in casual conversations, fans are imagining highlight reels and key plays where Bourne could make the difference in tight games. The journey leading up to this announcement has been filled with intrigue, with whispers of multiple teams courting Bourne before he ultimately landed with Philadelphia. Reports of behind-the-scenes negotiations, late-night calls between agents and front offices, and subtle hints dropped during interviews kept everyone guessing about his eventual destination. It's the kind of story that keeps sports networks buzzing, because every detail, no matter how minor, is dissected and debated endlessly. Pundits have speculated on why Bourne chose the Eagles over other suitors, with some pointing to the team's offensive scheme and potential for national exposure, while others suggest that chemistry with the quarterback and existing receiving talent played a key role. Observers have noted that Bourne has a pattern of seeking environments where he can maximize both performance and personal growth, and Philadelphia seems to fit that mold perfectly. There's also speculation about the role that coaches, veterans, and even family ties played in his decision-making process, turning what might seem like a simple transaction into a narrative rich with subplots. The intrigue is compounded by the fact that Bourne's confirmation came almost as a whisper rather than a headline-grabbing press conference, leaving room for ongoing discussion about the deeper strategy behind the signing. Fans are already imagining the ripple effects across the league, from opposing defenses scrambling to adjust to fantasy football managers recalibrating their projections. The story isn't just about one player. It's about how one addition could tilt the balance of power and redefine the perception of the Eagles' offense. There's also an undercurrent of skepticism and curiosity among analysts and fans alike. Some are asking whether Bourne can maintain his production against top-tier defenses, while others focus on his ability to fit into a system that already boasts multiple weapons. The chatter online has taken on a life of its own, with threads dissecting past performance metrics, game footage, and even practice habits, trying to forecast his impact. Rumors suggest that the Eagles' coaching staff is planning to leverage Bourne's speed and agility in ways that might surprise both fans and opponents, potentially creating mismatches that could become central to the team's offensive identity. Conversations around the signing are not just tactical but cultural, as discussions emerge about how Bourne's personality, work ethic, and leadership style could influence the locker room environment. While his confirmation seems straightforward, the implications are anything but, leading to a continuous stream of speculation across podcasts, social media, and sports news platforms. This signing could be a subtle signal that the Eagles are serious about redefining certain aspects of their offense, or it could simply be another piece of depth to shore up the roster. Either way, the narrative surrounding Bourne's arrival has captivated attention, and fans are eager to see how the early practices, preseason, and eventual games will validate or challenge the expectations. The anticipation is almost palpable, as everyone seems to be waiting for that first glimpse of how Bourne fits into the bigger picture. Adding to the intrigue is the timing of Bourne's confirmation, which coincides with a flurry of other transactions, injuries, and coaching adjustments within the league. Observers have noted that these converging events make the landscape of free agency and team rosters especially dynamic, meaning that Bourne's arrival could have cascading effects that are difficult to predict. Rumors hint that discussions around his role have included not just offensive schemes, but also special teams contributions, situational matchups, and even mentoring younger players. The speculation around his impact has been amplified by analysts who suggest that his presence could force defensive coordinators to rethink strategies that previously relied on predictable coverage schemes. In turn, this could influence game planning across the division, creating a ripple effect that extends well beyond Philadelphia. Fans are dissecting every available video clip, every past game Bourne played, looking for patterns that might suggest how he will integrate into the Eagles system. Even casual observers are weighing in, drawing conclusions from interviews, social media hints, and insider leaks, turning the narrative into a constantly evolving conversation. The anticipation isn't just about what Bourne will do on the field, but how his signing reflects broader strategies, potential playoff pushes, and even philosophical shifts within the organization. It's a story that invites endless analysis, conjecture, and excitement, perfectly suited for the rumor-rich atmosphere that surrounds high-profile acquisitions in professional football. Finally, the human element of the story cannot be overlooked. Bourne's decision to join the Eagles isn't just a strategic move for the team. It's also a personal milestone in his career, and fans are eager to see how his journey unfolds. Insider chatter hints at late-night calls with family, advisors, and former teammates, all influencing his choice in ways that go beyond contract numbers or media narratives. Analysts are quick to remind everyone that while statistics and matchups are important, the mental, emotional, and interpersonal aspects of a player's integration into a team often have just as much impact on success. Observers speculate about locker room dynamics, how existing players will respond, and whether Bourne's presence might shift hierarchies or spark new synergies. Fans are already creating highlight reels in their imagination, envisioning pivotal plays, game-winning catches, and memorable moments that could define not just a season, but an era. The signing also sparks curiosity about how the front office will continue to maneuver, what future acquisitions might be on the horizon, and how opponents will respond in kind. The narrative surrounding Kendrick Bourne's arrival is complex, multi-layered, and full of anticipation, blending strategy, personality, and fan excitement into a story that feels larger than a single transaction. With every passing day, the rumor mill grows, and the excitement continues to build as everyone waits to see what comes next in this unfolding saga. The buzz surrounding Kendrick Bourne's move to the Eagles doesn't stop at the signing itself. It's spilling over into every corner of the football universe, with fans, analysts, and rival teams speculating about the immediate and long-term ramifications. Insider chatter suggests that the Eagles' offensive playbook is undergoing subtle but significant revisions in anticipation of Bourne's arrival, with coordinators reportedly exploring innovative formations that could maximize his ability to exploit mismatches. Observers point out that his speed, precise route running, and situational awareness could allow the team to stretch defenses vertically while still maintaining a balanced attack, creating opportunities for both deep shots and quick, rhythm-based plays. Meanwhile, social media is ablaze with discussions about how Bourne's presence might affect existing players, especially those who have been relied on as primary targets in recent seasons. Some analysts argue that competition for targets could push everyone to elevate their game, fostering a culture of excellence, while others wonder whether integrating a new piece might temporarily disrupt chemistry. Rumors from training camp leaks hint at Bourne impressing early with his work ethic and professionalism, which could make him an immediate locker room asset as much as a field contributor. Fans are already imagining highlight reels where Bourne makes crucial catches in tight windows, potentially redefining key moments in games. Even rival teams are reportedly taking note, adjusting defensive strategies in anticipation of the new dynamic he brings, further fueling speculation about the broader ripple effects his signing could trigger across the league. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep delivering the latest updates on our Philadelphia Eagles. And don't be shy. Share your thoughts on the news in the comments below. Beyond the tactical implications, Bourne's move is being analyzed through the lens of organizational culture and team psychology, with insiders suggesting that his presence could signal a subtle shift in how the Eagles approach personnel and player development. Rumors indicate that the coaching staff has been carefully studying Bourne's previous performances, not just statistically, but also in terms of leadership, adaptability, and his ability to perform under pressure. There's a growing narrative that Bourne could serve as a bridge between younger players and seasoned veterans, influencing the locker room in ways that extend far beyond his on-field contributions. Fans are dissecting every interview, social media post, and even off-season workout video for signs of how he might gel with the team. Analysts are weighing his impact not only on game day strategy, but also on training camp dynamics, team morale, and even the intangible sense of momentum that could define a season. While some critics caution that new acquisitions can take time to fully integrate, the prevailing sentiment among insiders is that Bourne's experience and personality make him uniquely equipped to adapt quickly. This layer of speculation has only intensified the conversation around the Eagles, as observers debate whether Bourne represents an immediate upgrade, a long-term investment, or a combination of both. The intrigue is compounded by the fact that, unlike high-profile megastar signings, Bourne's move feels like a calculated, subtle addition, one that could quietly shift the balance of power without drawing excessive attention until the effects become undeniable. One of the more fascinating aspects of Bourne's arrival is the speculation about how his playing style will mesh with the Eagles' quarterback, whose tendencies, preferences, and timing will be tested in new ways. Rumors suggest that early practice sessions have focused heavily on developing chemistry between Bourne and the signal caller, with coaching staff experimenting with motion, pre-snap reads, and quick-release scenarios to see where Bourne can make the most impact. Fans have been analyzing past film to identify patterns that could indicate likely combinations, creating a wave of conjecture about which types of routes, formations, and situational plays will feature Bourne prominently. Analysts are also projecting that his ability to exploit tight coverage could force defenses to adjust personnel, potentially opening up opportunities for other receivers or creating favorable mismatches in the run game. The rumor mill has picked up hints that Bourne might even be used in unconventional ways early in the season, such as jet sweeps, motion handoffs, or decoy routes that draw coverage away from primary threats. Social media discussions are full of speculative what-if scenarios, imagining clutch catches in critical moments or game-changing plays that could swing momentum. The intrigue isn't just about individual performance. It's about how Bourne's skill set could alter the team's identity, forcing opponents to rethink schemes, coverage assignments, and defensive priorities. Every analyst, blogger, and fan seems to have a theory, and the conversation keeps evolving with every snippet of news, interview, or leaked report from inside the organization, feeding the sense that Bourne signing is more than just a transaction. It's the beginning of a narrative with far-reaching implications. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated with exclusive news about our Philadelphia Eagles, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We can't wait to hear your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video.